Welcome to the deep dive. Right, you sent us on a mission this time. We're looking at a really, let's say, curious deployment.
Yeah.
The USS Lake Erie CG-70, a big guided missile cruiser showing up in the Caribbean Sea late 2025.
Yeah, and the official line is counter-narcotics.
Which is where it gets strange, right? This is a major AEGIS warship.
Exactly. It's the contradiction that jumps out. The Navy's planning to retire these Ticonderoga cruisers, calls them obsolete in some ways.
Right.
Yet here they are sending one of their most capable assets into a pretty high-risk area for, well, what should be a policing job.
It signals something much bigger.
Oh, absolutely. It signals readiness for, large-scale kinetic operations.
Yeah.
Way beyond just chasing drug boats.
So let's unpack it. Analysts aren't buying the counter-drug story. They're calling it what it looks like: gunboat diplomacy.
Aimed squarely at exerting pressure.
On regional players, yeah. Like the Maduro government in Venezuela seems to be the main audience here.
And you really need to look at the ship itself, the CG-70, to grasp the weight of this deployment.
Okay.
It's a VLS variant, vertical launch system.
That means missile cells, lots of them.
122 of them, which gives whoever's in charge just, incredible flexibility, huge strike potential.
And that translates directly to long-range strike, LRS. We're talking Tomahawks, right?
Exactly. The Lake Erie can pack 32 Tomahawk land attack missiles.
Precision strike, deep inland. What's the range on those? Over 1,000 kilometers.
Up to 1,700 kilometers. That's a serious strategic punch to bring into the Caribbean.
But here's a twist, right? There's something about its other capabilities.
Yeah, this is fascinating. It's technically equipped for Ballistic Missile Defense, BMD. It can carry the advanced SM-3 missiles.
Okay, so top-tier defense.
Well, here's the catch. The core radar system, the ANSPY-1, it's old. We're talking 1983 vintage.
Wow, okay.
And public reports, have called it inadequate for really guiding those modern SM-3s to their full potential.
So wait, if the radar's not quite up to snuff for modern BMD, why send this specific ship? Isn't that a waste of a high-end platform? Couldn't a newer, maybe smaller ship handle the command role?
You could, maybe, but not with the same coercive message. Its real value here isn't the cutting-edge BMD defense, which it struggles with anyway.
It's something else.
It's the superior command and control, the C2 capabilities it brings, and, crucially, that threat of 32 Tomahawks.
Okay, so the LRS potential is the primary tool here.
Yes. The aging radar limits the top-end BMD, sure, but the C2 suite is still top-notch for coordinating a task force, and the Tomahawks send the political signal. That's the leverage.
And that C2 is critical because, like you said, task force. The Lake Erie wasn't alone down there.
Not even close. It was basically the command ship for a huge naval presence. You had the Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group, the CSG.
The super carrier.
And the Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group, the RG Marines on board.
So, connecting the dots, the
Yeah.
sheer amount of firepower is just huge for that region.
It's unprecedented, really.
Yeah.
If you count up all the VLS cells across that whole force, the carrier, its escorts, the ARG, the Lake Erie, you're looking at over 700 missile tubes.
700, okay.
Yeah.
And that scale, that's what makes the counter-narcotics story seem thin.
It serves as the pretext, yeah. But the real goal seems to be applying immense military pressure, specifically on Venezuela.
And with that many VLS cells, how many Tomahawks could they potentially launch quickly?
Well, estimates put it around 180 Tomahawks available across the entire group. That concentration of force, it confirms they were ready for potentially a major air campaign if ordered.
And things didn't stay just as pressure, did they? It went kinetic.
It did, quite quickly. This wasn't just posturing. There were operational decisions, lethal actions followed that deployment.
We saw reports. Fatalities.
Yes. By late October 2025, reports indicated at least 57 deaths linked to these kinetic operations.
Which, predictably, caused a massive fallout.
Huge. International condemnation, accusations of extrajudicial killings.
And domestically, big controversy here, too.
Oh, yeah. It sparked a major constitutional fight over war powers, culminating in that failed war powers resolution vote in the Senate.
It failed. By how much?
Narrowly, 51 to 48 against the resolution.
Wow, that close. But the failure is key.
Absolutely critical. That vote, that failure to restrain the executive, essentially gave the administration much wider latitude.
To define the terms.
Pretty much. To define cartel targets as narco-terrorists and then use high-value military platforms like the Lake Erie for what amounts to long-range lethal action against them. It bypassed a lot of prior constraints.
Okay, so let's bring it together. What does this deployment really signify?
Well, you're using an aging, arguably irreplaceable platform, CG-70, for political coercion.
But at a significant strategic cost, right?
Yeah.
Diverting it from somewhere like the Western Pacific.
Exactly. A place where maybe its full capabilities, even with the radar limits, might be seen as more vital. It's a trade-off.
So the final thought for you, the listener.
Yeah, think about this. The operation effectively redefined narco-terrorism to justify using major military firepower, short of declared war.
And Congress, through that Senate vote, didn't stop it.
Right. So what is this combination, this executive latitude plus this new military definition? What does that mean for how high-value warships might be used against non-state groups around the world in the future? That's something to really consider.